So just a little filler for you guys. Full disclosure, we suck at filming building a pro mod more than actually building a pro mod.
Everybody knows that because we haven't updated anything in a long damn time.
Yeah. A lot of stuff's missing here. As you can see, the cage is pretty well in it. But to back up and go over what happened was, in the last video, I know we talked a lot about the plan for the build. We was gonna stick with a modified floor pan. We was gonna do a mild steel cage. After that meeting, me and Jake kind of had a meeting of ourselves and decided that
go big or go home.
We're going full, probably can't say full, but we're going full with this one. I can censor it out. So we went ahead and cut the floor out, did a chromoly cage in it. I know in that last video we saw the floor was already done, so a lot of things are out of chronological order here, which it's fine. It's the internet, so it's our channel, we can do what we want. So yeah, plans changed. We're now going with full chromoly cage.
Full tube chassis, everything tube chassis, but still on air ride.
Yes, still on air, still cool. It's just a lot more expensive and lightweight now, so we ain't got to worry about.
Chromoly's not cheap.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about all them parts getting wore on, being heavy. We got a little bit of an issue here. Went to go bend our 1.5" tubing for the funny car cage. This being 065 tubing, didn't want to bend too well. Typically, thinner wall tubing, you go with a bigger radius die, which we opted actually for the smallest one you could buy at 5.5 inches. So this is kind of a problem, but it's not a problem that I can't overcome. I'm gonna go ahead and try this again. I'm gonna use an old trick. I'm actually gonna weld one end of these things shut. I'm gonna pack this thing full of wet sand, weld the other end on, and then that should allow me to bend the next tube without crushing the wall.
All right, we're here at MiniTruck Sunday. MiniTruck, shut up. We're about to start bending some tubes. We finally got our 1 5/8 die here. Kyle, what are we bending?
Right now we're bending the mid-plate hoop. It's kind of the, from what we're being told, this is kind of the main structure point of the whole chassis, so we really got to tie a lot into this. But yeah, like Jake said, finally got our die.
It only took us 3 months.
Yeah, COVID.
So how thick is this tubing? Well, I did mention it was 1 5/8. What is the thickness of this chromoly?
1 5/8 OD, and I think it's like an 088 wall. Whatever the rule book says, it's kind of scary how thin this stuff is, but when you start understanding the properties of chromoly and then the fact that we're tying everything into everything gets adjusted, a triangulation, everything, it starts making sense why you can build them like this, but still freaks me out. That is going to save our life when we flip over at 120 out the back door.
120. I hope we're going faster than that. We're racing quarter. We need to go faster.
Low standards, Jake, means high success rate.
All right, let's plug this thing in. Let's get some bends going.
All right. My highly complex CAD drawings.
Oh, scribble scratch.
Yeah, literally this stuff travels back and forth from Missouri here, and I haven't managed to lose any of it yet, but that's how you build a pro mod right there. Closed, I say.
Look good, caveman. So what is this tube 2? What is it?
The mid plate. This is going to be the tube that holds up the motor and training, and most of our cage ties into.
So this has nothing to do with the roll cage around the driver.
No, this is not our funny car cage. From what Mr. Ellington has explained to us, is this tube is like everything hinges off this tube. All the flex, all your strength, all comes off the mid plate. So.
We'd also like to thank Mr. Ellington for telling all of his viewers and ours to tell us about Nickelback. Appreciate you, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're YouTube buddies now.
So many messages about Nickelback. I believe Phantom started that shit, so. Fucking Phantom.
What, the Nickelback stuff?
Yeah, he's the one that said it.
No, it was me.
No. On their video of telling their viewers to go to our social media and tell us their favorite Nickelback song.
Tomfoolery and whatnot going on. Front end's coming along pretty good here. Got the mid plate hoop in, mid plate all bolted up, trimmed out, motor and training's hung in place. We're going with a 4-rail setup just because a bit more strength, but we also need it in the front end to hang upper control arms off of, since we're going to do traditional upper and lower control arms instead of the strut style front end like most drag cars do. Doing that mainly because we're going to put this on air, and just don't want to mess with any kind of cylinders or strut bags. Just going to go with the traditional 2600 or something up front. But got all that put in. It's looking pretty good so far. The next thing I'm going to try to do is get this majority of this firewall trimmed out of here. Get a little more room to move around. See what else we're going to come up with as far as boxing the two in eventually. That'll do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe below, and be on the lookout for the next episode coming soon.